Hi friends, welcome back to my channel once again, Nyarkoaahhh. In today's video, we will be creating a very simple, natural, everyday makeup look. So keep on watching. As you saw earlier, I started off with my moisturizer, which is normally just shea butter. I then went ahead and sprayed my primer on my face, which was the L.A Oil Control Mist primer. So I just sprayed that over my face. As soon as I was done, I then went in with my NYX concealer in the shade Camel. You guys know that I do not apply foundation. I always highlight and contour face because I like how my makeup looks overall whenever I do that. So basically just apply this under my eyes, my nose, my chin, my forehead, and I'm now using a damp soft beauty blender to blend everything out. And now going in with my foundation, which was the L'Oreal Too Much foundation in the shade Dark Coffee. I'm using that flat brush right there to apply that to all the remaining areas of my face. So with this application, I kept going back and forth. I later then changed into my stomping brush because I wanted more coverage with the foundation, and I kept going back and forth because I wanted to cover the dark spots on my face and also have a seamless, flawless finish. You don't have to use a brush. You can also go in with a beauty blender, which is also another option. I then went ahead and applied a bit more concealer because I wanted to go for a full glam but in the natural way. So I applied the same concealer, which is the NYX concealer in the shade Camel. I only applied this under my eyes and also on my eyelids. Moving on, I went in with a bit more concealer because I don't know why, I just wanted to add a bit more. So I added a bit more to all the areas I highlighted before, and then I blended it out with my concealer. It's now time for my eyebrows, and I went in with a spoolie to comb it up and shape it to how I want it to be. In the process of combing, I realized that I needed a bit of eyebrow trimming, so I then went ahead with this blade that I have to trim my eyebrows and then comb it once again. I then went in with a black pencil to shape my eyebrows and draw it out nicely. Bear in mind that when you're using a black pencil, you want to be very light with the application because you don't want to shade in your eyebrows too much, otherwise it will look too black for your liking. And so you want to be very light, especially at the tip of your eyebrows. After I was done, I then went in with another spoolie to comb it out again, and I'm now using a concealer to clean and shape my eyebrows. This is the same concealer I used to highlight my face, which was the NYX concealer in the shade Camel. So that is what I'll be doing. I used the remaining products on the brush to go on top of my eyebrows and shape it out even more. I didn't want to use any more products because I didn't want my eyebrows highlighted too much. So after I was done, I then went in with a beauty blender to blend out the concealer on my eyelids and under my eyes as well. To set the base for my eyeshadow, I went in with the L.A Pro concealer in the shade Fawn, and I applied that all over my eyelids. It's time to set my face, and I'm going in with my Banana Dream setting powder alongside with my Juvia's Place bronze palette in the shade Deep Dark. I'll be mixing these two shades together to set under my eyes and also all the places I applied the concealer. And now using the same shade from the Juvia's Place palette, I decided to set the rest of my face, and I think it did a pretty good job. So right now I'm just contouring them, and I'm using the darkest shade from that same palette to contour my face. After I was done, I then decided to blend everything out to get rid of any harsh lines and also make sure that it's all blended perfectly and no lines on my face. I'm now contouring my jawline, and yeah, so that's basically what I'll be doing, going back and forth. I'm now contouring my nose, and I'm not planning on doing much because this is a very natural look, so I didn't do much. You guys can see that like the nose contour is barely visible, and I'm now using the same dark brown shade to apply as my eyeshadow. I'm now going in with that brush right there. I'm using that to blend out the harsh lines you see on my cheeks, and don't worry, it will soon be blended out. It's now time for my blush, and I went into my Revolution palette. In those 3 shades I showed you earlier, I'll be applying that on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. It's now time to highlight, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with my highlighting palette by now. This time around I went in with the middle shade to highlight my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and the top of my lips. It's now time for my eyeliner, and since I'm not planning on applying any eyeshadow, I decided to go for a very dramatic wing eyeliner today. And I think it came out pretty good, didn't it? So I decided to apply the same black liner under my eyes, and I loved the end results. It suited my eyes so well, and it was the perfect color for it. It's now time for my lips, and I went in with the same black liner to line my lips first. I used not to like doing this before, but I love it, and it makes my lips look really nice at the end. So I'll be going back and forth with the lip tutorial, so I'll explain to you guys everything I use now, so I don't have to talk for the rest of the lip tutorial. So after I was done doing my lips, I then went in with this nude lipstick that I got from Avon. I went back and forth with it, and then I went in with this other lipstick that I got from L. It was a reddish nude lipstick. I applied this on top, and then I went in with my red lipstick. So I went back and forth, and then I lined my lips again. Alright, so carry on watching, you will know. It's now time for my lashes, and I first went in with my lash glue and I applied my lashes on top, and that's basically the last step of this makeup.